Now that I can breathe out of both noses, check out the procedure video. We're going to start working out and using weights, and I also have a message for us today. I can start using weights because I can breathe now and control my breathing. And I have maybe 4 or 5 pounds that I want to get off of my body that's been sitting there while I've been on bed rest in like 2, 3 months, right? Here we go. Here's the message. Do you really want it? Do you really, really want it? Oh, look at this. Finish it. Do you really, really want it? Yes, Dwayne, I do want it. And you know how they say, how bad do you want it? How much do you really want the it? Okay. You can say, I do want it, but then you don't want it. If there's any buts, if there's any excuses, if there's any of that, then you don't want it. Because when you truly want something, you focus in on it and you get it done. Have you ever noticed in your life when you're at work and there's a deadline or there's an assignment at home? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You focus in on it and you get it done. If you're planning for your kid's birthday party, you're going here. I got to go to Party City. Okay, let me call everybody and make sure I got the invites out. You're focused and you get it done. It's not, oh my gosh, will I be able to get to Party City? Will I be able to get the cake? No. You call your sister, hey, I need to go pick up the cake. You have your husband or your boyfriend, whoever it is, I need you to go get the balloons. You get it done. So when there's something in your life, a project that you want to get done, and a goal, a dream, whatever, you focus in on it until it gets done. You do not wait for anybody else. You do not sit back and say, well, I do want it, Dorian. I do want to lose the weight, but I can't do this. I can't do that. This, then you don't want it. People that want stuff, they get it done. They don't care. They don't have any excuses. They just don't care. They don't care what people say. They don't care what people think. They don't care about their own past failures. So some of you need to turn off your TVs, turn off your social media, and you need to get focused and get it done. I'm not saying you don't have your leisure time every now and then. I'm just saying you should spend more time focused on what you want to get done than on the leisure time if you really want it until it gets done. You know what I'm saying? When I wrote my first book, Let's Talk It Out, on my website, iamdorian.com, I spent 10 hours a day writing while my dad was, healing. I spent 10 hours a day writing that book. People will come knock on the door. What you doing? You still there writing? You know what I'm saying? Bothering me while I was trying to write 10 hours a day. Then after the book was done, it's done. Then I could go play and do whatever I wanted to do. But in order to get that done, I had to have a focus, and I was not playing. I'm telling you, 10 hours a day, okay, to write that book, and it was 214 pages. So all I'm saying is, don't say you really, really want it if you're not really wanting to focus, because that's where it's at. It's the focus and the discipline of, this is what I want. This is the goal. This is the dream. This is the assignment. This is the calling. This is your ministry, whatever you want to put as the title of it. I want it, so I'm going to focus. And don't allow people to come and make your lens blurry with their drama, their foolishness, trying to distract you, trying to tell you you can't do it. Somebody's already done that, and I just did a video about that. People are already doing that. The market's already saturated with that. Let me tell you, don't allow people to blur your lens. You wipe them away and you focus. Companies do it all the time when they are about to release something new, when there's a brand they're about to release or a product, right? They'll have their focus groups, they'll have their team, they'll have all the people in the office. They'll say, hey, y'all, we have 3 weeks. Nobody's going home. Nobody's eating. We're not leaving this room until we come up with an idea. Things like that. Sometimes that's what you have to do. I'm not leaving my room. I'm not leaving my house. I'm not leaving this spot. I'm not leaving my job. Whatever you're doing, I'm not leaving this place until I get an answer, until I get clarity, until I get whatever it is you need to get to complete and finish it. There's a camera up in here. I'll drop some more nuggets as we work out, but the doctor called this morning, the 2-week follow-up, and I'm officially, recovered, so to speak. And this is my first time working out like this, lifting weights. I feel like I've lost a lot of my, sculpting and a little extra pounds from being on bed rest and not being able to do anything for months, actually. And actually just learning how to breathe. I'm telling you, when both of your nostrils are fully open, you can take full breaths. It's like I was choking on my own breath after the procedure, learning how to breathe again. What is that? Making that kind of noise. Prime example. I want to sculpt my body back, and I want to lose 4 more pounds, maybe 5. And I can say I want to all day, but I want to. How do you know that? Because I'm out here doing it. She called me this morning, make sure everything was okay, and I'm out here this afternoon. I want it. I'm working on the hamstrings, the area between the buttocks and the back of your knee. Ooh, okay. Think about it like this. Whatever you are working on, what if there was no such thing as an excuse? Like, what if there were no other options other than you have to do it? There's no other options. These 4 pounds, I got to get my body sculpted back, get my abs back, which they're always there. But what if there was just no excuses at all? Like, there's no other option. I just have to do it. You would think differently. You would act differently. But it's because you make yourself aware of all of the excuses and you make yourself aware of the reasons why it can't get done. You tend to focus on that. But if you take that away, like me, there is no other option but to eat right. What? There is no other option but to drink the right things. I don't have any other options because this is what I want. If it's saving money, there's no other option. There's what? Spending money frivolously and like unwisely. That doesn't exist. You have to just act like it doesn't exist. There are no other options other than what I want. I have no clue. And I have no clue what I was talking about or who I was talking to. And that's okay because listen, when I come back and do voiceovers, I'm in a different energy. I have to psych myself up. I have to talk to myself. I have to have fun. And that's the thing. Whatever you're working on, always include the aspect of fun. That's in anything I do. Every time I get up, I always say that I'm going to have fun doing whatever it is that I'm going to be doing. And I name it specifically. Even if, I'm driving my son to work or whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to have fun. It's going to be fun some kind of way, whether I'm by myself or whoever I'm with, we're going to have fun. No excuses. If you don't like going to the gym, get yourself a home gym, put it in your garage, put it in the backyard. I ordered it online, got here and I put it together myself and I've had it for 5 years. 2017. Yeah. 6 years. 6 years. I'm just stalling because I don't want to go back. Here's one. I have a wall over there with all my accessories. I can't bring the wall to you, but yeah, it's over there. And we just talked about excuses. I forgot that I said that in the clip. Remember, I just record, then I come back and I narrate and, do commentary on what I'm doing. And we just talked about excuses. So there's your confirmation again. Pretend like they do not exist, like you don't have any other option but to make the money. You don't have any other option but to make that move. You don't have any other option but to break up with that person. You don't have any other option but to get with that person. You don't have any other option but to lose the weight. You don't have any other option than to get healthy because losing weight does not always mean that you're healthy. You have no other option but to get this medication lowered or totally removed from my regimen. I don't have any other choices. There is none. And I'm telling you, you will manifest and you will create faster if you have that mindset because what you don't pay attention to does not exist. What you don't pay attention to has no energy. What you don't pay attention to has no power and no effect on you. People that are afraid of certain things, they are afraid of them because they're making themselves aware that they are afraid of them. But once they decide, I don't have any fear, I don't fear anything. Like I recently just overcame, watching like scary movies. Like I would never watch them because I was scared there's a spirit in it, scared of all this other stuff, right? And so I overcame that. And I just decided there is no scary spirit that's going to get me or, now I don't watch that stuff before I go to bed because just my spiritualness just takes me to another place when I dream. So I don't want that to impact or affect. But like I just overcame that. And so now I watch them and now I just laugh because I can decode it and I can look at it and just like, oh, okay, I really know what that means. So that's all I'm saying is when you just decide it doesn't affect me. Like people say, well, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. Well, that's your belief. I don't believe that for me, so it doesn't exist for me. Girl. Anyways, let's wrap this cookie up. Pray all you want. It's not going to happen if you don't get up and take action. Things that you have to do. Praying is not going to lift those weights for you. Some of you are just lazy and some of you just need to work on your mental. Your thoughts are contrary to what you want, so work on that first. Thank you for following on all 3 pages, on all 3 channels, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and for placing your orders at iamdorian.com.